This my children, blessed, enlightened, engaged, so that they may grow day by day in their knowledge and wisdom. We ask these graces to you, Lord. A very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you? Fine? Even though you are not fine, what is the answer you have to give? I am fine. I am fine. Because we should not allow personal worries to all of the person. But generally, when somebody is asking me, how are you? The box should be opened where it can be clean, where it can be filled. So, we are with Albert Einstein, our predecessor. But we are better than him because he was a dropout, I am not a dropout. But the contradiction, you see, first contradiction, he is a dropout, I am not a dropout. Second contradiction, his dropout led him to great success. My drop in kept me as it is. Question mark. Being studies, regular studies, did I improve? Each minute you have to. Each minute. Okay, let me see. Can you hear me properly now? There is on my audio. Let me change it. Can you hear me properly? Give me a reply.
Not clear.
Not clear. As well, please tell me open your mic and tell me whether it is clear or not.
Sir, it is not clear.
Not clear. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, each and every day we have to think whether my studies, my course takes me up every day. Then you will be a contradiction to Albert Einstein. Secondly, I sent a message on Saturday. A very few students could not attend the meeting because of connectivity or something, whatever may be. Whatever is told or informed in the meeting, the absentees should get the information from your friends and do the things on time. And some more details I will send you later. Today or tomorrow, I will send you the main points there. I will tell you about the projects and all these things. The rest of the things, each you have to get in touch with mutually. Okay. So in the last class, we have seen I would be more interested in learning why those soldiers were trying to kill each other. Clear now? current example, there is no much, according to Einstein, there is no much meaning in remembering the aeroplane accident in Karipur. There is no meaning in remembering the date. On August 8, there was a plane crash. 18 people died, something like that. There is no meaning in that. But the meaning is that what is the cause of the accident? What is the cause of the accident? What is the aftermath? After MATH, aftermath, or after effects in the families. So it has a meaning. That is the meaning Albert Einstein intended with his answer. So the history teacher, Mr. Brown, was very happy. He said, that is enough. Mr. Brown's eyes were cold. Why cold and cruel? What is the meaning of cold? It was a winter season. Was it, Michael? Was it winter season? His eyes were cold. Steffi, it is cold.
He was angry.
He was angry. Cold is representation of anger. No soft feelings. If you keep it in the freezer, you will get the ice. Ice is not flexible. Water is flexible. So cold, your behavior is cold. That means there is no soft feelings. That is the meaning. So he was cold and cruel because Einstein has, through the acts on his own subject, it's a question of his own existence. The student says that your subject has no value. That is why he was cruel. We don't want a lecture from you. Understand? I don't want to hear your lecture about the education. You will stay in for an extra period today. Punishment. You have an extra period. You have all the classes will be getting over by 3:40, but you have to stand at the corner of the classroom till 4:30. You have to stand. Although I don't imagine it will do you much good. You see, this is some kind of punishments that you experience, or we experience, I would say, we experience. Teacher gives you a punishment. Very often you have received maybe light. Punishment does not mean severe or simple. In order to become a thief, you can steal 1 gram gold. You can steal, like Sapna Suresh, 20 kilo, 30 kilo. Both are called thieves. Am I right? Both are called thieves. If you say 1 lie, you are a liar. If you say 100 lies, still you are called liar. In this way, here you see, you will stay in for an extra period, a punishment, and the teacher says, really, I know there will be no effect with this punishment. Still, I am giving you a punishment for my satisfaction. Clear now? That's the meaning. It won't do the school any good. You are a disgrace. Underline. It won't do the school any good. You are a disgrace. You see, Albert Einstein, Nandana, Albert Einstein, the great scientist about whom you are learning from class 6th onwards. Isn't it? And about him, the social teacher made a comment that what? You are a disgrace to the school. I don't know why you continue to come. I think there is no need of coming to the school and continue your studies. That means in a positive way, I would say you may go, take the TC and go. That's the meaning. You take the TC and go. You see, underline here. I don't know why you continue to come. To that continue to come, Einstein gives the answer to the point like MCQ. Sir, it is not my wish. It is not my wish. I don't want to study, but my parents compel me. Is there anyone like that here? Today itself I can give you the TC. Today itself. So, not Nelson Mandela, Albert Einstein, young Albert Einstein told the teacher, sir, I do not want to study here. But my parents do not keep me at home. They push me like our LKG admission, isn't it? LKG admission, what did your parents do? They pushed you into the classroom and the teacher closed the door and you were crying inside. What did you say? I want to go home. I want to go home. And teacher told, Mama will come now. The same thing happened here. Then you are an ungrateful boy. You see, underline that. What the teacher told to him. And ought to be ashamed of yourself. There was a boy who was ashamed of himself. Who was he? Do you remember? There was a boy who was ashamed of himself. Who was he? Ashwin? Who was that boy?
Albert.
Eh? The recent time we have seen a boy who was ashamed of himself. Anyone can say? Can you recollect? You have studied. Oh, no, sorry. You will study next year. You will study next year. So put a question mark towards +2. So, okay. So, you are an ungrateful child to the school. And you should feel ashamed of yourself being here. I suggest you ask your father to get the TC and take you away. I added there TC. It is better you send a message to your father. Dad, come here. Here I found a truth. What is a single word for that? I found a truth. Science students, what is a single word for that?
Discover.
Eh?
Discover.
No. That everybody can say. Literature students can also say. I found a truth.
Fact.
You are not science students. You are not worthy to be science students. I can come to your seat and sit. And you come to my seat. Eureka! Archimedes. Archimedes, when he jumped into the water tank, well, water flow out. So he said, Eureka! I found the truth. The water flown out of the tank, the mass of the water flown out of the tank is equal to the mass of my body. My science is correct or not? Science students?
Yes.
It is correct, isn't it? If it is mistake, you have to tell me. Just I had my class 10th science in 1972. 1972. You might not have heard about that year even. In 1972, I heard the word Archimedes, Eureka. From that moment onwards, this word is echoing in my mind. Okay, whenever you get such kind of words, keep it for your after usage, further usage. Okay, I suggest you to call your father and take you from here. Albert felt miserable when he left school that afternoon. He was troubled a lot. Not that it had been a bad day, because every day he gets such kind of scoldings. So he was not worried about such kind of punishment, Anthony. He was not worried about punishment, but he was troubled. MCQ is coming, Anthony. Next exams, all the new students, those who did not attempt the previous exams, all should show the mark. New students means those who did not attempt the previous exams. Okay, so most days were bad now. He was not worried about the punishment. He was not worried about the insult given by the teacher. He was not worried about the bad comment given by the teacher. He was not yet worried, because every day he has bad days. But because he had to go back to the hateful place the next morning, which is the hateful place for him?
School.
School. He was worried that, oh my God, tomorrow also I have to go. Today, I think many of you might have cursed the morning. That Joseph, why did he change the timetable? Some of you at least might have cursed. Yesterday it was a very good day with rain and all these things. I could have spent my morning hours under the blankets, and he had kept the timetable by 9:15. At least I have to get up by 9 o'clock. At least the brushing is to be done. Otherwise, Mama will not give the boost or tea. So at least 15 minutes. If it was 11:30, I could sleep up to 11 o'clock. Here, Einstein was worried, troubled, was miserable, because he had to go to the school next day also. I know many of you are waiting to get free from the lockdown so that you may be able to come to school. You are very different children. You are very different. So, not like you are a contradiction to Albert Einstein. You are going to become greater scientist than Albert Einstein. So, you want to come to school, and we are also waiting for you. And every day we are waiting for you to see the different faces. All are fat, all are cute. So, we want to see you sulky, bulky, fatty children. Okay. Okay, now. So, he only wished his father would take him away. But there was no point in even asking. Underline. He wished always. He desired. There is no need of a recommendation from the history teacher. Albert Einstein every day wished, let my father come and take me, but he won't come. It is not a thing to happen. There is no point even in asking. If I go and ask him, he may break my leg. The moment he will break my leg, he is so furious. So Einstein had no courage to ask such things. He knew what the answer would be. Einstein knew If Einstein asked what would be the answer, he would have to stay until he had taken his diploma. There is no option. He has to take the diploma. You may take 3 years more, but don't come here without the diploma. Without the diploma. Going back to his lodgings did not cheer him up to his hostel. His father had so little money to spare that Albert had been found a room in one of the poorest quarters in Munich. So they were coming from a poor family. Albert was coming from a poor family. So Albert's father had little money, again usage comes, had little money, had no money to provide him a good cottage in Munich, in the city. He did not mind the bad food and lack of comfort, or even the dirt or squalor, but he hated the atmosphere of slum violence. Underline that sentence. This is a thing each and everyone should keep in your mind when you go out after your 12th. After your 12th, when you go out, this sentence you have to keep in mind. He was not worried about the bad, less quality food. He was not worried about that. He was not worried about the dirt and squalor. Squalor itself is dirt or filthy. Dirty, filthy. His room is not neat and clean. It is old-fashioned. Some of you will be insisting your parents when you go for higher studies that go and see the hostel. How is it? Fully tiles, fully AC, and what about the food? Whether we will get biryani, naan, all these things. If naan is not there, naan is not there, I will not be going there. I will take a room outside and I will see. But Einstein was not worried about the food that was provided in his house, whether it is in his cottage, whether it is of poor quality, no problem. But he hated the atmosphere of slum violence. Slum area where small huts are kept in togetherness. Slum. In railway station areas, you will see slums. You have seen in Mumbai, if you go to Mumbai, Delhi, the major cities, Calcutta, you will see slums. Hutments, cluster of huts, and the huts are made of plastic sheet. No walls, no rooms, such kind of things. Sometimes in Malayalam Manorama paper it comes, day before, 2-3 days before it came one. People are living in such kind of plastic houses. So they are called, such kind of cluster of huts are called slums. So he did not like the atmosphere of slums because they don't have education. They don't have a good culture. So they have filthy language. They have filthy language. So that he did not like. His landlady beat her children regularly. Mother was beating the child. You are not beaten, isn't it? You are not beaten. You did not raise your hand. Those who have got nice beat from your parents. How many of you? Only one? Only one. Only one. Oh my God.
Once I had an experience when I gave a punishment to a child. The child's father told me, for last 15 years, I have not yet touched him. I have not touched him. So his mother told, that is a problem, he made the mistakes. Daddy told, he not even scolded him. So mummy recommended, that is why he has become bad. All right? Both comments, you see, contradictory comments. So it is good to have some kind of pinch. Okay. Okay. So his landlady beat her children regularly. And every Saturday, her husband came drunk and beat her. Can you give me a proverb equal to this sentence? Science theory. Science theory.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Every action has an equal.
Who told?
Punya.
Punya, you ask your daddy to get one chocolate in the name, in my name, and get the money from your father. Okay, 10 rupees chocolate. 10 rupee chocolate. Okay, you can tell your father, Joseph sir told to give you 10 rupee dairy milk and get the money from father. You see, every day the mother was beating the child, and on Saturday her husband beats her. Each and every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Clear now? Science theory. Very good, very good. I appreciate. Very good. So underline that sentence. But at least you have a room of your own. You see, underline. At least you have a room of your own, which is more than I can say. Said Yuri. Yuri is the friend of Einstein. Said Yuri. There is another Yuri in, what should I say, geography or history?
Yuri Gagarin,
Oh, Yuri Gagarin. Who is he?
first astronaut in space.
First astronaut who landed on the moon. What is the difference between Achyut Sultan? What is the difference between astronaut and cosmonaut? These are two words. Astronaut and cosmonaut. Aditya, can you help him? What is the difference between? Both are not cosmonaut, astronaut.
Cosmonaut is a Russian astronaut.
Astronaut is a?
Cosmonaut is from Russia.
Cosmonaut is from Russia. Astronaut is from?
USA.
US. That is the difference. Common term is astronaut. When it is told cosmonaut, you can be very clear that astronaut is sent by
Russia.
An astronaut sent by Russia is known as cosmonaut. An astronaut sent by US is known as astronaut. Okay, so here, Yuri, when he, from Yuri we went there, US and Russia. Said Yuri, when he called round in the evening, at least you live among civilized human, tit for tat. Yuri told, at least you have a room of your own. So Einstein told Yuri, at least you are living amidst cultured fellows in a city. Even if they are all poor students, said Albert. They are not at all civilized men. Though it is in city, though it is in such a you told cultured society, they are not civilized. Underline, not at all civilized. Yuri replied, did you not hear that one of them was killed last week in a duel? Did you hear? Last week there was a fight. There was a duel. What do you mean by duel?
Deadly fight.
Eh? Deadly
Deadly
fight.
fight.
So simple fight. Duel is a fight between two people. D-U-E-L. Duel is a fight between two people. Spelling is E-L. If it is A-L, it is coming in numericals. Two. Duel. Your mobile is dual SIM. Dual SIM mobile. It is not fight. Two SIMs. Dual arithmetic number 2. D-U-A-L. Dual arithmetic number 2. D-U-E-L. That is fight between two people. Both are pronounced same. Duel. This is known as homophones. This word is homophone. Okay. So now they are not civilized. And what happens to the one who killed him? Nothing, of course, nothing happened. He killed and went. He is even proud of it. After killing a man, the murderer held his collar and said, and he went out. His only worry is that, you see, his only worry, the murderer's worry is that the authorities, the police have told him not to fight any more duels. Police caught him and took the police station and told, my dear boy, don't fight again. Very good police, isn't it? Don't fight again. And he sent out. The other one is killed. And now what is the aftermath? Today I am saying this word 3 times. Because there was a landslide. Where it is? Petti?
Pettimudi.
Munnar.
Pettimudi.
Petti?
Mudi.
Pettidi.
Mudi. Pettimudi.
Pettimudi, Aishwarya. Pettimudi. In Pettimudi there was a landslide. What was the aftermath? Orphan people, orphan children, after effects. Now I use 4 times the same word, aftermath. So here he told, what is after effect of this good advice? Don't kill anymore. You see, a police says, don't kill again. He was upset. He was troubled about this advice. He expected a great punishment. Because he hasn't a single scar on this face, on his face, to wear for the rest of his life as a badge of honor. He was worried because after this fight, he did not get a scar on the body. If there was a scar on the body, he could tell others, this is a scar. When I met him in a duel, I got it. So he could proudly show the scar. He was upset. There was no scar on his body. There was no scar on the body. Ugh! Ugh! What is ugh? What is it? Ugh!
Irritated.
Eh?
Irritated.
Gayatri, what is ugh?
Non-lexical.
Eh?
Non-lexical.
Non-lexical, very good. Okay. It is non-lexical. Ugh, oh, ah, Ugh, oh, ah, non-lexicals, non-lexical fillers. Ugh, exclaimed Albert. And these are the students. Well, you will be a student one day, said Yuri. I doubt said Albert glumly. Glumly means moody, without any enthusiasm, without any energy. I don't think I will ever pass the exams for the school diploma. I don't have a confidence. I'm sure that I will fail. He told his cousin Elsa, underline Elsa, third character, fourth character, Elsa, Brown, Einstein, Yuri, Elsa. The same next time when she came to Munich, the same thing she repeated to Elsa also. I am not going to get a diploma from here. Normally, she lived in Berlin, where her father had a business. I am sure you could learn enough to pass exams, Albert. Why are you saying so? I am sure you can achieve. You can climb up the Everest. You have the capacities. You have filled with the potentials. Why do you hesitate? A positive energy is given to Albert by Elsa. I'm sure you could learn enough to pass the exams. Condition, if you tried. If you do hard work. On Saturday, I told you a term. What is that? Another word I said. If you do hard work on Saturday night, I told you, which is that word? A phrase I told, not word, a phrase.
Burn the oil.
Burn the oil in the midnight. Write it and keep it. When you get such kind of phrases, you may be knowing it. Very often what happens is that in many classes I notice, when the teacher explains the thing, she is speaking in English, all the English words you know, and you feel that everything I understood. And she is end the meeting and she goes, and whatever is seen here, that is also gone. That is also gone. And what happens when the time comes, you will say, oh, it is in my mind, not coming to your tongue, not tongue, not tongue. What is the thing? Only method is whatever you know, again and again, whenever you get, you write it. Whenever you get a chance, speak out. Why do I speak the same word many times in the class? I know it may be monotonous for you. Sometimes some of the intelligent Einsteins sitting here may be thinking that Josie sir is repeating the same word. He does not have a similar word with him. Not because of that, I want to stabilize that word in my memory. So, such words, when you get it, note it down there. Okay, so I'm sure you could learn and get enough marks if you tried. If you do hard work, if you want marks, burn the oil in the midnight. Burn the oil in the midnight. She said, I know lots of boys who are much more stupid. There are a number of stupid boys and girls amidst you last year. I should not say that word. Still, I would say there are a number of students with you last year. But they could not, but you could. You could. When I asked one boy from our last batch, how did you get this much marks, man? He said to me, sir, on the previous night I did not sleep. On the previous night I did not sleep. I brought my 365 days studies into 12 hours. Hearing that answer, I got an answer to tell to my people that very often people say, if the child, I used to say, when I was in the previous school 6 years ago, we used to sit with the children overnight. We won't make them to sleep on the previous night of the exam. We will never permit in Coimbatore. We will never permit them. The toppers, we make them sit with us. And from evening 5 o'clock to morning 5 o'clock, they would sit with us. And 5 o'clock, we would send them to have a cup of boost, bath, and come back. They will come by 6 o'clock, and 6 to 9, we sit with them. And we make them line and send to them exam hall. So some people would say, sir, without sleep, they will forget everything. That is a mere. And amidst us, one is, there are people sitting, I won't tell the name. Without sleeping, he had studied and he got the mark. And as soon as he got the result, he called me. Sir, I got this mark. I asked him later, how did you get this mark, man? Are you sure? Sir, I did not sleep. Okay. So I know lots of boys who are much more stupid than you are. Much more weaker than you are. Who get through good marks. They say, you don't have to know anything. You don't have to understand what you are taught, just to be able to repeat it in the exams. So, hard work, burn the oil. That is the advice given to Einstein by Elsa. Don't think that how is the teacher. Don't think what I did not understand what is taught. Repeat what is taught. Write and study, highlight and study. You will get through. This was the positive energy. Put that bracket, put a curly bracket. The positive energy given by Elsa. Right side. The positive energy given by Elsa. The rest we will see tomorrow. Thank you.